Welcome to today's mindful movement practice. At the end of this practice, you will hear the sound of a bell. Let's start by finding a comfortable seat. Sitting up toward the front of your chair, back lifted off the back of your chair, hands resting on your thighs, eyes softly open. Take a few moments to settle into your breath, allowing your breath to flow in and out. Noticing expansion on the inhale and release on the exhale. On your next inhale, sweep both arms overhead to meet at the top. And exhale, lower back down. Roll the shoulders backwards. Inhale up toward the ears and exhale down the back body. Move through this a few times as you continue to breathe. And let's reverse directions. So inhale, roll the shoulders up toward the ears and exhale down the front body. And continuing to move through this a few times at the pace of your own breath. And pausing back at stillness when you're ready. Taking a nice complete inhale. Exhale, bring your chin down toward your left shoulder. Return your head back to center. Take another inhale. And exhale, bring your chin down toward your right shoulder. And return your head back to center. Lower the chin toward your chest while tucking your chin back toward the back of your throat. And return your head back to center. Keeping the head in line with your cervical spine, gently tilt the head upward, so you have just a slight bend in the neck. And return your head back to center. Inhale, sweep both arms overhead again to meet at the top. And exhale, release both arms back down to your side. Inhale, lift only the right arm overhead, while your left hand stays planted on the seat beside you. Exhale, find a gentle bend toward the left side. Inhale back up. And exhale, lower your right arm down. Switching sides, so inhale, lift the left arm overhead while your right hand stays planted on the seat beside you. Exhale, find a gentle bend toward the right side. Inhale back up. And exhale, lower your left arm back down. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. And your left hand stays planted on the seat beside you. Inhale, lengthen your spine, sitting tall. And exhale, gently twist toward the left. This is a gentle twist, very small. Your right hand is only acting to help keep you in the twist. It is not a lever to pull you there. And release back to center. Take a complete breath here at neutral, just an inhale through the nose and an exhale. Switching sides, place your left hand on the outside of your right thigh as your right hand stays planted on the seat beside you. Inhale, lengthen the spine, sitting tall, and exhale, find a gentle twist to the right. Again, very gentle, very small. Gently unwind and find yourself back at our neutral center. Place your hands comfortably on your thighs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, sitting tall. Exhale, slide your hands down the thigh toward the knee as you round your back, creating a C shape. And release that back up to center. Resting the hands comfortably on the thighs again. We're going to inhale, slide the hands up the thighs toward the pelvis as you find a gentle arch in your back, keeping your head in line with your spine. And release back to center. Keeping both feet planted on the floor, allow your arms to hang down on the side of each leg. Spread your fingers wide, sit up tall, and take a few breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through either the nose or the mouth. On your next exhale, keeping your left foot planted on the floor, tuck your right leg in toward your chest, bending your knee and wrapping your hands around the right shin. If your hands don't make it to the shin, that's okay. Just continue with the action of reaching toward it. Sit up tall. Take a few breaths here. Release your right leg back down to the floor. Staying on the right side, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg again, but this time cross it over top of the left so that the back of your right thigh is resting on top of your left thigh. Inhale, extend both arms out in front of you. Cross your left hand over your right. Bending at the elbows, bring your right hand to hug your left shoulder and your left hand to hug your right shoulder. So we've got this crossing action with our legs and this hugging action with our arms. Once you've found it, sit up tall and take a few breaths. Unwind the arms and then the legs and return back to center. So both feet planted on the floor, hands resting comfortably on the thighs. Take a few breaths here just to regain neutral. On your next exhale, keeping your right foot planted on the floor, tuck your left leg in toward your chest, bending your knee and wrapping your hands around the left shin. And again, if your hands don't make it to the shin, that's okay. Just continue with the action of reaching. Sit up tall. Take a few breaths. Release your left leg back down to the floor. Staying on the left side, inhale, lift the left leg again, but this time cross it over top of the right so that the back of your left thigh is resting on top of your right thigh. Inhale, extend both arms out in front of you. Cross the right hand over the left. Bending at the elbows, bring your right hand to hug your left shoulder and your left hand to hug your right shoulder. Once you've found this action of crossing in the legs and hugging in the arms, sit up tall and just breathe. Exhale, unwind the arms and then unwind the legs. Return the feet back to planted on the floor, hands hanging down on either side of the legs, fingers spread wide, sitting up tall. And let's just get re-grounded in this neutral position, so taking a few breaths here. On your next exhale, fold forward over the legs so that your chest is resting on top of your thighs. Your arms are hanging heavy toward the floor. If this is too far for you, bend your arms, place your forearms on top of your thighs to prop you up, and take a slight bend over the legs. If you're propped up on your arms, you can still let your head hang heavy. Either way, just rest here and breathe. Inhale, bring your torso back up. So we're back in our neutral, centered spot. We're going to do this again, but this time, spread your legs a little wider. Turn your toes out just a little bit. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, bend at the elbow, place your forearms on your thighs, and fold over again. If you have a lot of flexibility and it's available to you, you can fold right over without bending at the elbow and placing the forearms on the thighs. But otherwise, having that little prop up can be really helpful. You might find a little side-to-side action here as you shift the weight a little to the right and then a little to the left. Noticing if there's any sort of stretching happening in the inner thighs. Noticing what it feels like to shift the weight back and forth and how that might impact your balance. And then returning back to stillness. Inhale the torso back up to seated. Bring the feet back in to where we started. Place the hands on your thighs. Take another inhale, sweeping the arms overhead, reaching tall. And exhale, release the arms back down. Let's reconnect with the breath again to conclude this movement together. So checking in with the natural rhythm and pace of our breathing, noticing if it's changed since we started. And if it has, maybe taking a few moments to just breathe and slow down. Taking one last inhale through the nose, open your mouth and find your exhale, sighing out the breath. If mindful movement or yoga is something that you practice, feel free to take any other movements that you feel are important to your body today. And you might encourage your body, offer your body appreciation for its ability to move. Thank you for being present and engaging in this movement practice.